So today we are getting straight into this install. Y'all see I already have the wig on my head. I did already do the bald cap, like I said, straight into it. So yeah, I'm just gonna start adding this ebon lace spray onto my skin and a little bit on this cap that I have on my head as well. I'm trying a new ebon lace spray because yeah, I just ran out of what I had and I wanted to try a different version. So this is the sports edition water resistant rosemary mint, and I really am fond of this one. Like, the smell is not as strong as the one I've been using previously, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I would say I recommend this product. I'm going in with 3 layers of this and blow drying it on a cool setting, and I'm not blow drying it for too long because I want it to stay tacky and sticky how it's supposed to, so that when I put this lace on it, it will stick how it needs to stick. So yeah, I'm using my blow dryer, using my finger to make sure it's nice and sticky and not completely dry. And yeah, I'm just repeating these steps until I'm on my 3rd and final layer. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this wig forward and melt it onto this product here, using my hand to press everything in. And I am going in with some more of that spray where the end is because I feel like it didn't get enough product there, so it wasn't going to stick the best. So I'm just lifting that up and repeating the same process that I was doing before onto my skin and pressing that into the lace, and then using a blow dryer as well to make sure that dries down. And then I'm gonna go ahead and spray this on top of the lace. Usually I don't do this because I could be careless with it, but I'm like, okay, let me focus and put this right where this lace is and not be messy with it, so that when I do melt it all the way down and cut off the lace, it's not so much lace that I have spray on. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to use this little mini fan here to blow dry that, and then I'm going to take this band here and put that over top of this lace and tie that nice and really tight in the back. Not too tight, but tight enough. So I'm gonna let this band sit on here for 10 minutes, and boom, 10 minutes has flown by. Now we're here and the lace is off, it's melted. I'm taking this razor and I'm just cutting in like a downwards motion. And yeah, I'm just cutting off this lace. It's pretty self-explanatory. I can tell where the lace spray ends, basically, like where I need to cut it off. So that's where I'm cutting it off at. Y'all see it can look really crazy at first, but we have to trust the process. We are going to go in with a second melt, more makeup, all of that. Your melt is always going to look the most natural when you do go in like a jagged, not too straight cutting motion, even if you're using scissors. So yeah, I'm just making sure to do that. Y'all can see here where the lace is, like it's not a straight cut. Now that I have pretty much all the lace cut off, I am going to go back in and cut off more of the lace because I feel like I could cut off more. I didn't need all of that on there. Y'all know I've been saying how I'm not too fond of the Ruby Kisses cream foundation and the shade RD15, even though I still use it because I feel like it matches my face, but my forehead has always been darker than the rest of my face, and I haven't really thought about that when it comes to installing my wigs. Like, I wanted a better blend, so I took these black opal foundation sticks that I have, and I'm trying to compare like what color would look best. So I went ahead and used that darker shade on top of this lace, and it's not like the best match, but it's better than it looking extremely orange. Like, I really didn't want this lace to look orange with this blonde. Like, I wanted to melt with my skin how it should, you feel me? So that's what I did. And I'm just going in with my second melt, using that Ebon Wonder Lace spray again on top of this lace. I would have used a different product, but this is all I had today, y'all. So this is what I'm using to do the second melt. It worked just fine. I'm going to use this mini fan again, blow dry that on the cool, well, it's obviously cool, but on a cool setting. Use that band for another 10 minutes, take that off. And now I'm using some Subella alcohol and this cotton round pad, whatever, and I'm using that on my skin to get off all the excess stuff that was on my forehead to make everything just look more seamless and better. Now I'm going in with some heat protectant over top of this hair before I go in and hot comb it, so I can get a better look at this hairline before I start pulling up my baby hairs, and just to see how everything is looking. I've been studying blonde installs, studying the blonde installs I've done in the past. I'm like, okay, I don't want super thick baby hairs, especially not with the blonde. Now, whatever floats your boat, but for me, in my preference, I do find it looks better when the baby hairs are more on the natural side when it comes to the blonde, or no baby hairs at all, you know. But we're we're gonna do some baby we're gonna do some baby hairs today. So yeah, I'm just pulling out a nice thin amount, and I'm using some Icy Fantasia heat protectant as well on these baby hairs, because this is blonde, and if you know, you know, like blonde hair, it can get real frizzy. I don't know what that's about, but that's just how it is. I think it's just because it's so processed. But yeah, y'all, so I'm using that on the baby hairs before I hot comb them to flatten it out and smooth the hairs out and curl them. So yeah, I'm using some Got To Be glue spray on these baby hairs today. I'm only taking that on the top of the hair. I'm not putting the Got To Be glue spray all throughout the baby hairs when I'm doing them. The product is just naturally going to move through the baby hairs once I'm using the comb of the edge brush. I'm just slightly but firmly making these into an edge, and then I'm using the little mini fan again to just make sure everything is blow dried down and it stays into place. And I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the left side. Y'all, is it just me, or does one side of your baby hairs always comes out better than the other side? I don't know what it is, but I always love how the left side comes out way more than the right side. The right side be cool, with the left side, I don't know, like it just comes out a lot better. But yeah, as I'm going in, I'm cutting off the baby hairs as I'm doing it. Like, I didn't want to cut them too short. Like, I did not want to butcher these at all. So I cut them at a decent amount, and I cut it some more once I realized, okay, they can definitely be shorter. Now for the sideburns, I'm not going to make them into edges today. I'm just going to flat iron them and make them look, you know, just real plush, real snazzy, you know, real sleek, classy, whatever. But yeah, I'm just bumping them with this mini flat iron, as y'all can see here, shaving it off a little bit more once I realized, okay, it's a little too long, but I do like the dramatic look, so I did leave them a little long. And I realized like the lace on this side wasn't really melted that well, so I took some Got To Be glue spray using this mini fan again, and I'm just melting that a little bit. But yeah, on to the next side, I'm just doing the same thing, pulling out a decent amount of hair and then cutting it using the Icy Fantasia spray, well, heat protectant spray, before I go in and flat iron it to avoid the fuzziness of these hairs. So this wig did come pre-plucked and everything, but I did go ahead and pluck some more of the hairs out, only in the front. I didn't really go in where the baby hairs are or the rest of the hairline, just in the front to make it look a little bit more natural into my liking. The wig is laid now. The melting process is done. I'm going in with my 𝐝𝐞𝐭𝐚𝐢𝐥𝐬 wax stick over top of this hair on the back of it too, to make sure everything looks really flat. But yeah, I'm gonna go in with my hot comb and just smooth all of these hairs out. I'm going to be taking some Got To Be glue spray to the front of this hair just to pinch and mold this hair how I want it to be in the front for the bang and how I want the hair to fall. I did want to add some layers to this hair, so that's what I'm doing now. Just some face framing layers. I don't know, I feel like y'all can kind of see really what I'm doing here. It's self-explanatory. I'm just going in like a diagonal motion, and I'm going in, I'm doing this repeatedly too, just to make sure everything is a nice, sharp, even cut. And I'm brushing it in between the cuts too, so I can make sure like, okay, it's even. So this is what we're looking like. It's looking real cute. It looks more full and bouncy now that we do have these layers, which I really loved. So yeah, I'm adding some more of this Icy Fantasia heat protecting spray, but throughout the hair this time, because I am going to go in and curl some pieces. I honestly didn't even need to add this much because I didn't curl all of the hair. I only curled a couple of pieces that I felt like I wanted to curl, honestly, because this wig was pre-curled, so you really don't even have to go in and do this, but you know, just for the extra effort, just fixing up the curls a bit, that's all I wanted to do. So yeah, y'all see I'm adjusting these bangs a little bit, and I'm just going to show y'all the pieces that I did decide to curl using this little curling wand here. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I only added like 5 curls, which it looked like I curled the whole thing because this wig came pre-curled beautifully. That was pretty much it, you guys, with this install. Besides me combing out the curls to make it look how I want it to look, final touches. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this wig. Like, the color was perfect for my skin tone. Hair was so easy to run my fingers through, to brush, to comb. And this is my 4th day wearing this wig as I'm doing this voiceover, and it's barely sheds. Like, it sheds a little bit, but nothing crazy at all. And it's still really easy to manage with the curls. The adjustable strap inside the wig isn't uncomfortable at all. Like, the wig fits perfectly, and y'all know my little head. Like, this is little head friendly. So yeah, y'all see the lace melted really nicely as well. And yeah, this is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this wig install. Y'all make sure to check the description box for all the information on this wig, also on me, to follow me on socials if you would like to. And yeah, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks y'all for tuning in, and I will see you guys in my next video.